Hello stalkers, welcome back. As expected, market opened with a bang. Unfortunately, we could not get many opportunities because most of the stocks opened with a big gap up, and from there onwards we saw some selling pressure. I will explain that in detail later in this video. As of now, let's discuss the market index. I'm starting with DFM market index, that is Dubai Financial Market. Yesterday's candle we saw a bounce from our support zone. And as I had mentioned earlier itself in my morning post to my members and subscribers, that we can expect a good momentum today. This is obviously because of the Trump's decision that the tariffs will now be paused for another 90 days. So it was a sign of relief for financial markets, and markets rallied to the upside. Yesterday, Dow Jones was up by more than 7%, similarly S&P, and then even Asian markets rocked. So as of now, what we can see on the daily chart is a nice bullish candle thanks to the huge gap ups in the big stocks which help the index move up. If at all you are watching my analysis regularly, I have been mentioning 5000 to 5115 will be a crucial zone. It will decide whether the market wants to turn bullish or there are still chances of downside momentum. Check this out, what happened today. Market was trying to break out and close 5000 points. It was not able to do so. Closing is below the resistance, that is 5974 points. This clearly indicates this is a crucial zone for the market. This is a resistance area. Also at the same time, as I had mentioned, my bias to bullish will only be when I see a closing above the zone, that is 5115. This is solid resistance. 5000 is also a whole number. It's a psychological and a technical resistance area. From here, what can be the case? Tomorrow is Friday, so we do not expect big volumes, but markets are very volatile. We never know. Any news that comes out is affecting the markets. Today also there are some news coming out. Let's see how the market reacts. But to summarize, DFM market index is still under pressure. After this dip, it can be a recovery and then again a low to the downside. Till the time we do not cross and close above the zone, we should consider markets to be negative. Only quick entries and exits should be planned so that you do not get trapped at the top or in the volatility of the markets. Other scenario is stay away in this storm. Once this is settled, whether it's breaking to the upside or to the downside, then you can peacefully enter the trade, that too with small quantities. So what can be another scenario? If at all tomorrow markets print a solid green candle and closes above the zone, this will be our first confirmation that yes, now market is turning positive, and from here there are chances it will try to climb up. In that scenario, we have resistance at 5226 points and then 5279 points. These resistance should be taken out so that we can plan for more higher zones. As of now, need of the hour is to break out this area of strong resistance. However, at the same time, let's plan for negative scenarios, which is more likely. If at all tomorrow market dumps down, then first thing first, it will break the low of the recent candles, that is 4787 points. Once these zones are taken out, then obviously we are looking at the low of this candle that I have been mentioning. There are chances we may even go below this zone, and this drop should be considered as final drop, most likely, if at all there is no negative developments or no new negative news coming out. So this is a very crucial zone for DFM market index. It's like a do or die. If it can break higher, very positive. We expect more upside momentum coming week. If at all it drops down tomorrow, or if at all it closes somewhere into this zone, then again it will be dicey. Coming week, market will decide whether it's going sideways or going downside, or it's going sideways and moving up. Overall, still there is negativity in the market. This move was just news based, so we cannot confirm or take it as bullish. Clear-cut rejection in ADX market. Also clearly resistance is in play. If you see this area, that is 9245, I have already marked it for you. If you're watching my analysis regularly, you know this area is resistance. Market today tried to go higher, it got rejected. This is resistance area, but before that there is another resistance, that is 9160, that was also marked prior. All the zones I have already marked it for you. It's not I have just marked it at the time of making videos. Guys, hit the like button if you are gaining some knowledge, and if you are keeping yourself updated through my videos. Show your support, hit the like button, subscribe the channel. Back to ADX market index, there are chances tomorrow we might see a drop to the downside. There are chances we may even take down 8,974, that is support, and then we will target for 8,774. As I have been mentioning right from the top, there are chances of deeper correction. This is what is happening. There are still chances market can go below this zone. As I had mentioned, I'm looking at 8,700 and then even 8,653 points. Overall, ADX market is also negative. We are just seeing a news based move. It will not confirm if the market is in bullish territory yet. Yes, I would be now bullish once I see market crossing this zone, that is 9,400. If at all market can close above this zone, then we will say hurdle is now cleared. Market is now in bullish territory. From here we target upper zones so that this becomes our support area. As of now, need of the hour is to go higher, close positive for the week. Now let me explain you what happened today, why most of the stocks could not perform. Let's say this is the previous closing, or say yesterday's closing, and today when the market opened with a big gap up right here, this is the gap area, this is the vacuum area where no trades were done. So those who purchased at the bottom or those who purchased at the higher prices, they tried to exit the positions today, because when the market opened with a big gap up today, immediately we saw selling pressure. Hardly any stock move up because it's a very confusing state. If at all it opens with a big gap up, new investors or traders will be hesitant because they don't know where to keep their stop loss. It will be a very tricky situation. The price would be already up by 3-4%. If they keep the stop loss below the low of yesterday's candle, it will be very big and they will not be able to see strength in the price. That's the reason today we could not see big moves after the opening. So buyers and sellers were confused. Again, to repeat, those who purchased at the higher prices, somewhere here or even here, when the price opened with a big gap up today, those who purchased at the bottom, they were in profits. They immediately tried to book and come out of their losses. Those who purchased at the tops, they tried to minimize their losses and come out, as this was the opportunity to square off their positions. Hit the like button if you understood this point. One of the stocks that performed very well today was Fertiglobe. Check this out, a huge gap up opening, a small retracement, and our target was very near, that is 2.40. This is a strong area of resistance. Today when it tried to close above this zone, it was not able to do so because this is seller's territory, and as it is we can see price has traveled from this area, that is 1.94 to the upside. If we look at the move right from the bottom till about this area, already price has moved 24%. So it does not make sense to me, at least, that it can break past this strong resistance in just one go. Yes, there are chances now Fertiglobe may go sideways, establish a base and then potentially a breakout, or if at all bulls are very aggressive tomorrow, which I highly doubt unless there is any good news, then we can see a positive closing above the resistance area. The gap up was quite big enough. Also, I had mentioned in my today's post, we should avoid the stocks that open with a big gap up. Fertiglobe somehow managed and it has closed near the resistance. This is good. As of now, with this current situation, new entries are not recommended. There are chances of correction. It can come down and establish a base somewhere near the previous candle. Let's see how the market performs tomorrow, and let's wait and see what the news comes out over the night. Hit the like button. Thanks for watching. Keep stocking.